With that being said, forgive me, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the special edition here of the Mike Prince Show. We're live from the campus of Texas Southern University. Just had the remarks from the newly hired football coach, Mr. Clarence McKinney. He's doing a little Q&A right now with the press release. We're going to have him here next to us speaking as they are excited here at Tiger Nation for the new move. He's replacing Coach Mike Haywood, who was relieved of duties after his third year of a 4-year commitment. They've turned the page to move forward, and now we will be ready to see what will happen here. The event is being emceed by the voice of the Tigers, Mr. Larry the Chatterbox Hale. We'll try to get him on program as well. We will have words coming from Coach McKinney, try to get athletic director Kevin Granger, and also would like to hear from the president, Dr. Lane. We'll see how things play out right now, but the Tigers have landed the prize child, if you would. Coached at Jack Yates, which is right next door to Texas Southern University, and was able to do some things at Booker T. Washington. Then got the hire by Mr. Kevin Sumlin. He followed him at U of H, and from U of H went to Texas A&M. From Texas A&M, he traveled down, or out, should we say, to Arizona. Did some powerful things at Arizona, and got the call to return home. And here he is on a very emotional press conference introduction here to the city of Houston. I want to remind you that this press conference is being brought to you exclusively by JZE Building and Restoration. They can be reached at 832-319-8477 and by attorney Lee Van Richardson in the Hempstead, Texas area. He can be reached at 979-826-8008. Doing a little Q&A right now. We are going to be talking with these guys exclusively here from the Open Mic Broadcast Network. They got us set up real nice. Got a little Texas Southern helmet right to my right, and we have all kind of little maroon and gray atmosphere. I am definitely in Tiger country. Also want to give congratulations to the Jackson State Tigers as they have hired and made it official with the hire of their new head coach. The interim bases have been removed from Mr. John Hendrick, and he is now the man in charge at Jackson State. So moves are being made, and there are still yet moves to be made. If you listen to our show this morning, we were speaking on the facts and the possibilities of Coach Dawson Odom packing his bags and possibly moving forward. There's still a lot to be seen and a lot to be told here in the very near future. Right now, what we're going to do is we're going to take us a quick break, and when we do return, we'll come back with more of our press conference coverage here at Texas Southern University, the hire and introduction of Mr. Clarence McKinney, the new man in charge here at Texas Southern. We'll be right back.
This is Patricia Baer, president of JZE Building and Restoration. We specialize in full roof replacement and roof leaks. We assist homeowners with filing insurance claims and help you with the full process from start to finish. We are a complete remodeling and rehab company for commercial and residential. We do drywall, electrical, plumbing, HVAC, flooring, fencing, paint, framing, and much more. We can handle any job, small or large. Contact information is 832-319-8477, JZE Building and Restoration.
Reach more potential customers through our sports radio package by dialing 832-213-8824.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mike Prince. We're live from University of Texas Southern as they are have announced the new coach in town, Clarence McKinney. McKinney is inheriting a team that has gone 8-25 in the last 3 years. McKinney, strong running back coach, and has been really the secret agent for the success of Kevin Sumlin. And he'll now get a chance to display what all he's learned under Sumlin with his first collegiate coaching opportunity. And then he is very, very excited, very emotional about the opportunity that has been presented to him, as deservedly so. It is always a good thing to return home with a purpose, return home with a golden opportunity of getting things done. And while they're getting things done, we'll be talking about the Labor Day Classic, of course, which will be removed, or not removed, but repositioned back to the original content of being on Labor Day due to some contract obligations. As you can hear, part of the Ocean of Soul getting amped up right now as the press conference has officially come toward an end. We're going to see what we can do and how we can get this done as we get ready to start getting people lined up here to come in and reflect on this new day here from Texas Southern, as the Ocean of Soul drum line is up and at them. They're at a rare form right now, getting things set up and acclimated. We are awaiting the opportunity for Coach to come on by and get a chance to reacquaint himself with the Houston home base, and more importantly, that of the Mike Prince Show and the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We'll see if we can get Larry the Chatterbox Hale over here with us after a while and talk to him a little bit. But we are here in the basketball arena of Texas Southern. A lot of quality games have been played here, and Texas Southern basketball is on an early roll, as it has been almost accustomed to. Johnny Jones has taken up just where Mike Davis left off, and right now things are looking up for Texas Southern on the hardwood floor. We are live right now. Mr. Clarence McKinney has just completed his press conference, being welcomed to the Houston area, and we will be speaking with these guys here momentarily as we get ready for our, I guess, a little media row type situation. Meanwhile, we want to give a congratulations again to the Alcorn State Braves. Alcorn State Braves victorious over the Southern Jaguars. Exciting game it was. Final tally saw Southern falling a little short. Matter of fact, it was 36-28. 36-28 was that final score. 36-27. 37-28. I'm getting myself confused here. But the great game that was called right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network, thanks to Lee Hall and Mr. Jonathan Hopkins for doing such a great job. As we get ready and set, we'll see who's going to be coming in here in just a moment. The people are mingling around, and you, as expected, going to get a lot of handshakes and attention grabs as everybody is coming around welcoming Clarence McKinney, who has come back home, if you would, to try his spell at leading these Texas Southern Tigers on the gridiron. Had major success at Yates High School, and Yates High School just happens to be right next door to the legendary Texas Southern University. And we'll find out just how everything is going. The band members are passing by right now as we get ready to have the people come by and get ready for our little intimate interviews that we can get going on right here. I do want to remind you, JZE Building and Restoration, proud sponsor and underwriter of today's exclusive show, as well as attorney Lee Van Richardson. Lee Van Richardson is located at 1047 Austin Street in Hempstead, Texas. Whatever your legal matters may be, he is the guy to help you get on course with that. You can reach him at 979-826-8008. And the good people at JZE Building and Restoration can be reached at 832-319-8477. Things are moving and grooving right along here. We are going to take us a quick break, and when we come back, we'll hopefully have some people lined up for you that you can get a chance to hear for yourselves what's going on here around the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hey, my name is Nikki Antwine, owner of Miracles and Blessings Salon and Spa out in Missouri City, Texas. I want to shout out to my son, Andre Lewis, who is the receiver over at PV University. And I just want to say I love listening to Mike Prince on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
The birth of legends are storied in this conference. We must never forget our rich history. We now turn our gaze to the future. The new legends will emerge. New heroes to arise. The Southwestern Athletic Conference. Be our history.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
I have a greater responsibility than you can possibly fathom.
You want me on that wall. You need me on that wall.
Listen to the Mike Prince Show, weekdays on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live in Texas Southern University. Clarence McKinney has just been introduced to Houston, and he is mingling and greeting folk right now, but we will have some people coming by. We're going to try to see if we can catch up with the chatterbox himself to come on by and see what it's like for him and old Judge getting together. The return home. They say people who know, they always say you can return home again, and this is exactly what Clarence McKinney is doing right now. A very emotional Clarence McKinney, when he got up and addressed the people, talked about his lifelong dream was to be a head coach, and he thought that once he became the head coach at Jack Yates High School, that was it. Never could imagine in his wildest dreams that he would be coming home to lead the Texas Southern Tigers. He talked about when he used to sit out on his porch and listen to the Ocean of Soul play from his front porch back when he was a lad. And now they will be revving up and leading him out on the charge to lead these Texas Southern Tigers for the 2019 campaign. He's inheriting a team that some have always felt were always close but couldn't quite get over that hump. It started a little while back, and you had the Ashberries come through and the latest of Haywood to come through, but they could not quite seem to get over that hump. We're going to see if this would be the X factor for the Texas Southern Tigers. A big hire for interim athletic director Kevin Granger. We'll see if that holds to be true as well, because he made some comments here, and if I get a chance to speak to him, I'm going to ask him about it. He said, "This was my first hire And I got to make sure that I get this one right. So could we be reading something in between that there could be the removal of the interim tag for Kevin Granger? He is a all-time legend around here from the hardwood. His jersey is hanging up here in the Raptors as it is a somewhat of a homecoming festivity for the Texas Southern Tigers with the return home to Houston, Texas for Clarence Talley. It is buzz in the atmosphere right now. And speaking of buzz in the atmosphere, we have an exciting MEAC and SWAC Celebration Bowl that will be coming up in a couple of weeks from the ATL. North Carolina A&T, representing the MEAC, will be taking on the Alcorn State Braves, of course, representing the SWAC. Should be a very competitive, hard-hitting game as these fearless competitors get ready. Of course, Coach Washington leading the charge for the Aggies of A&T, and Fred McNair leading the charge for the Braves of Alcorn. Should be a very, very interesting match as things will continue to unfold. We'll continue to get things unfolded and give you that day-by-day coverage. We're going to take us another break, and when we come back, we're still trying to line up and see exactly if we can get everybody together here on the same accord. We're live from Houston, Texas at Texas Southern University. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Mike Prince, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We want to thank you so much for being a part of today's programming as we've been providing sports coverage for our local and regional high school and collegiate student athletes. We could not get this done without your continued support. We are asking if you would simply visit our website at obnradio.com, become a listening partner to help us continue providing programming. We ask if you could join forces with us by making a commitment of 17 cents a day. It comes out to $5 a month, $60 a year. We will be able to continually to go out and provide you the up close and personal interviews, game coverage, student athlete highlights, and much, much more. Please visit our website today at obnradio.com. Click on the PayPal button and become a listening partner today. How you doing? My name is Mike Prince. I am the host of the Mike Prince Show that is featured right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. We cover everything that's pertaining to sports on the local, regional, high school, and collegiate level. And join us for the latest and the greatest that's going on with the Hempstead Bobcats, the Waller Bulldogs, the Royal Falcons, Rose Hill Christian Eagles, the Glen Buccaneers, the Prairie View A&M University Panthers, the MEAC and SWAC conferences, and so much more. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at The Mike Prince Show. Our YouTube channel is Open Mic Broadcast Network. That is OPEN, capital MIC, Broadcast Network. The Mike Prince Show, daily, right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here from Texas Southern University, where the Texas Southern Tigers have just announced the hire of Coach Clarence McKinney. McKinney coming in with a strong track record of proven success. It'll be the first time him leading a collegiate team from the head coach's position. But what an opportunity, and what a strong, I guess it's going to take a strong person for the situation that he's inheriting right now. Texas Southern not having the best of seasons, finishing 2-9 on the season, as they'll try to resurrect what was laid out that he inherits right now. A lot of moving parts to be assembled quickly, and of course he has been noted, he being Clarence McKinney, was noted for being a very strong recruiter. And we have to give athletic director Kevin Granger a lot of props on this. They did not waste a lot of time. They did not drag their feet. They pulled the trigger on getting rid of Coach Haywood, and depending on who you ask, some say resign, some say he was fired. We'll be hearing from Coach Haywood later on this week. But to pull the trigger on Haywood and then to quickly turn around and hire his replacement. It didn't take 30, 60, 90 days, as in some cases. They came in with a vision, came in with a plan, knowing which direction that they wanted to do. And when I say I tip my hat to them, that is handling things as a Division One institution. We heard Coach McKinney say that football is going to have to catch up with basketball. It's going to have to catch up with baseball. It's going to have to catch up with softball and other sports that have had some success here at Texas Southern. The Achilles heel for Texas Southern has been football. And if you ask some, they've spent a lot of money. Some say they need to spend a little bit more money. That has yet to be determined. But there are a lot of moving parts on what can and should be done to get this program headed in the right direction. We will get a chance to further discuss that and dig a little deeper into that as we'll break things down here from the campus of Texas Southern University. As the maroon and gray, I feel like I'm been invaded, all this maroon and gray, and I am on the sacred grounds of Texas Southern University as we are kicking around and moving forward, trying to get everything lined up as we can. We want to thank Brother Andrew Roberts, the Sports Information Director here at Texas Southern, for allowing us the opportunity to come down and share this momentous occasion with you all here from the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We saw the likes of Dr. Cavill, and we saw, of course, Larry the Chatterbox Hale, who is the voice for the Tigers. We're going to try to get him over here in just a little bit. We're putting your hand on the radio. We'll see if we can get him to give us one of those before he gets out of here. And we've seen the likes of Ralph Cooper, Mr. Mark Berman from Fox 26, also down to welcome Clarence McKinney back home. It is always a good thing to come back home, and it sometimes could be a trap. We'll see how that thing plays out. But right now, as Ice Cube say, it's a good day. It is all good because of the willingness to want to return and the acceptance of coming back. And that's always got to be a great feeling. We had a portion of the Ocean of Soul here to meet and greet with Coach, as well as some alumni and supporters of Texas Southern Nation. They're kind of gathering around Coach right now. We're acknowledging that and thankful for all of that as it comes forward. And we were going to see now if we will be able to get somebody over here to get us going where we can get some things lined up and figured out. They got me right over here by the tunnel, as we can see right now the entry part where they were behind, trying to see if we can get Larry the Chatterbox Hale to come meet us by the booth over here to speak with us about the new hire, Clarence McKinney, as we are working things out. Nice turnout here for Tiger Nation and the football program. Work to be done, but what a man to get it done in the likes of Clarence McKinney. And it appears that we got a legend coming up on us here. See if we can get him mic'd up over here. Go ahead and put that on, sir. Let me know when you're ready to be. He said, let's go. How you doing, sir?
Man, I'm great. I'm fantastic. A great day for Texas Southern Tiger Athletics. Great hire. Lots of effort. I'm going to tell you something, man. I have known Clarence McKinney since high school. He finished in 1989. I finished in 1988. I used to tape his ankles up. I was a student trainer. And he has always had the competitiveness and the will to win at all costs.
At all costs.
Great family man, comes from great tradition and pride, and he's going to be able to implement that at Texas Southern.
Well, for those who are not recognizing that voice, that is the voice of the Texas Southern Tigers, Larry the Chatterbox Hale. He has come to join you, MC, to say, man, you all cleaned up and everything.
Oh, yeah,
man.
man. You know, if I be to do it, when we step out, we step out right.
I
saw some of your posts and pictures when you have speaking engagements, and I could not disappoint. I just had to be the best that I could be.
Yes, sir. Well, hopefully we're going to get a chance to speak with Coach McKinney in a little while. Very emotional time for him when he addressed the media and Tiger Nation, man. And you couldn't help but feel the electricity that he was pouring off coming from that.
Right, and like I said, man, he has. It's great for him to come back home. First head coaching opportunity
on the collegiate level.
On the collegiate level,
yes, sir.
First head coaching on the collegiate level. I think he's going to come in with a lot of energy. He has Darryl Colbert on his staff as director of football operations. He's a SWAC Hall of Famer. Caught a lot of passes against the Panthers.
You want to bring that up? Huh?
I'm not. Okay.
Okay.
We're not doing this today.
Now, see, I acknowledge that I'm on sacred ground of Texas Southern, but you want to bring that up. Remember, you chasing.
Okay.
Okay, now go ahead and finish.
Now, also, Wanda Bookman told me to tell you hello, too.
Okay.
She's a diehard Panther, and she's over there, too.
Yeah, well, when you get over here after a while.
And when you talk about Clarence McKinney, he has, like I said before, he has the desire to win. He really wants to get it in, and he wants to get it done quick. We know Rome wasn't built in a day, but he's going to do his best to get it in quick.
Well, he's going to get it in quick, and we are going to make sure that everything stays, as you like to say, copacetic. Larry the Chatterbox Hale, what do you think? You're close to this program. What do you think some of the things that need to be addressed right away for this team to move forward?
I think we've got to address the quarterback situation. We only have one quarterback in the stable, and that's Devin Williams, and he's injured right now. So we need to get some insurance at quarterback. We definitely have to shore up the offensive line and things of that nature to make sure that is taken care of. That's one of the main things. I think defensively, we still have a great stable of defensive backs. We got to replace a linebacker or two. That's solid. But I think, in my mind, I think the linebacker situation, we definitely have to address it.
Okay, so linebacker, defense and quarterback is what you're saying.
Offensive line. Offensive line, and at the quarterback position, we're stable at running back. I know he's going to get some other wide receivers in here to help out and things of that nature. Get some guys to help us move the ball and block and get into the end zone.
Okay, well, I'll take a note of that. But I guess now, at least for both of us, there is another game to be played in a couple of weeks. And before I go to this next topic, what do you think about the SWAC championship and the way the format is set up right now?
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it gives you an incentive to win. It generates revenue for the particular schools instead of giving it to a promoter or giving it to a outside building that doesn't have the SWAC at heart. Someone like a Reliant or an Alamo Bowl or things of that nature. I just think that it could be more dedicated to the conference, keeping the conference dollars with the conference.
Okay.
If you understand what I mean by that.
I understand exactly
because
what you mean.
Who knows, that for the school that really don't have the big budgets, that can really, like a school like Alcorn, not like Alcorn, but a school benefited heavily by having ticket sales. The concessions stayed there, the parking stayed there. And to me, if you have it at your particular state, who has the best record, that's even more to play for, Prince.
Oh, look, brother, when Dr. McClellan, who was last athletic director here, of course got his start at Prairie View, who's now the commissioner, when he announced that the tickets sales will stay on that campus, it was reported 20,142 people in attendance at that game. Those were ones able to get in, not counting parking, just on ticket sales alone. Estimated $700,000 worth of revenue generated.
Wow.
For Alcorn, just on that one game being on campus. I think it was a brilliant move. Those that are complaining that it needs to be in Houston, I was on record for saying today on my show, if we want the championship game in Houston, it's going to be up to Texas Southern and Prairie View to step their game up so we can host it.
Right. And I just think that, look at the money, $700,000.
Yes, sir. That's a lot of change.
Think about that. You didn't have to rent a stadium.
Right.
All that goes into the school. That's all close to $1 million.
Yes, sir.
Not including what
parking.
The vendors made. The vendors,
yes,
the independent vendors made from that SWAC championship game. And I just think that everybody, if you want to beat the man, you got to go see the man.
You got to go see the man, and you got to beat the man in his house. And with that being said,
Eddie Davis,
Brother Davis,
Hall of Fame equipment.
Look, and the man know his history.
Yes,
he know his history. Look, you know, he was up there. Well, I won't say all that, but he know what he doing.
Right.
He know what he talking about. Well, I ain't gonna mess with you. We're gonna be dignified today, right?
Right. We gotta get Coach McKinney on. See if I can remember to grab him.
Okay, we're gonna remember to grab him. Look, man, I want to thank you. Got any last words you want to say?
I just want to say, this is going to be a very important few months for Texas Southern football. To see which direction we're going to go in. It's going to be a very important few months for Texas Southern football. Crucial months that we got to get some things done and get it going.
Got to get it going, and I believe you're going in the right direction right now. A good hire. The good son has returned. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with more of our live coverage from the campus of Texas Southern A&M. Look at me, Texas Southern A&M. Boy, you know I'm tripping. All this maroon got me getting dizzy. Texas Southern University, home of the Fighting Tiger. You know what? I got to get your hand on the radio, man. I got to get your hand on the radio.
Put your hands on the radio, Tiger fans. We need Tiger power.
Especially when you play them Panthers, baby, but it's all good. We're going to take us a break, and we'll be right back. You listen to a special edition of the Mike Prince Show.
Hi, this is Mike Prince, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We want to thank you so much for being a part of today's programming, as we've been providing sports coverage for our local and regional high school and collegiate student athletes. We could not get this done without your continued support. We are asking if you would simply visit our website at obnradio.com, become a listening partner to help us continue providing programming. We ask if you could join forces with us by making a commitment of 17 cents a day. It comes out to $5 a month, $60 a year. We will be able to continually to go out and provide you the up-close and personal interviews, game coverage, student-athlete highlights, and much, much more. Please visit our website today at obnradio.com. Click on the PayPal button and become a listening partner today.
Reach more potential customers through our sports radio package by dialing 832-213-8824.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Prince here with you live from Houston, Texas, in the campus of Texas Southern University. Last segment, I said Texas Southern A&M. Boy, that was a baffle. I thought I might have had to fight Chatter just then. But we do thank Chatterbox for coming in, making himself available, talking about the hire here with newly hired football coach, Mr. Clarence McKinney, an emotional Clarence McKinney. He talked about that this program will be changed. And when we'll get a chance to speak with him, what does he see that needs to be changed, and how much time does he think he needs for the change to come? A lot of buzzing. We see Miss Wanda Bookman here with the press conference. She is a PV grad. And one thing about this rival, it's a love-hate rival, but we do support and endorse one another to do for one another while we're not playing one another, of course. And that's what it's all about. We do want to thank our affiliate network down in Itta Bena, Mississippi, in Greenwood, Mississippi, the G Line, Brother Lee Hall and Brother Jonathan, Jonathan Hopkins, forgive me, did an outstanding job on the SWAC football championship coverage. They did an exceptional job to bring you that exciting action as it unfolded. Some of you may have not had the opportunity to watch it on the television and you wanted a clean, neutral, professional broadcast. You were able to get it right here from the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Reminding you that this special edition program is being brought to you by JZE Building and Restoration. The owner is Miss Patricia Bear, and she can be reached at 832-319-8477. 832-319-8477. Whether you need a touch-up on the home, you need to have a new home reconstructed, or you just want to add on to the home. You might want to build a mother-in-law addition. Patricia Beard, JZE Building and Restoration, can help you get off the ground. 832-319-8477. Kicking things right along here from Texas Southern University, Mike Prince and the Open Mic Broadcast Network. For those of you who are not familiar, we are available Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. We cover the world of HBCU and beyond. We do put an emphasis on Prairie View because I am a PV grad, but we cover all of the HBCU conference schools in the MEAC and the SWAC to keep you abreast of what's going on. You can visit us on our social media platforms for Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. They are all the same handle, and that is at the little symbol at The Mike Prince Show. That is all running together at The Mike Prince Show. You can click on, start following us, and never miss a beat of what's going on. We also have a YouTube channel simply called the Open Mic Broadcast Network, OPEN, capital M-I-C. It's all one word running together, Broadcast Network. And you can subscribe to that. We have exclusive YouTube-only content that we just recently started making available. If you were on YouTube and a subscriber, you would have got the news of the sources stating that Clarence McKinney was on his way. But if you didn't get that through the YouTube, that's because you're not subscribed to Open Mic Broadcast Network. You need to subscribe today and never miss all the integral details of what's going on. We also want to encourage you to dial our 24-hour message line, and that is 713-570-6736. That number again, 713-570-6736. Try to get things set up and acclimated through the SID, Mr. Roberts, trying to pull Coach McKinney away. It's a tough nut to crack right now because everybody is coming on in. Okay, look like they got him coming right now. How you doing, sir? All right. That was Andrew. Okay, Brother Andrew, man, I'm sitting up here. Don't do that to me, man. You know I'm challenged. Andrew, I need to speak with you too, possibly, sir, if that's at all possible. Okay. As a matter of fact, how far are we from Mr. McKinney coming? 2 minutes? Can you fill in for 2 minutes until that happens? Okay. And when he gets in, we'll just transition over. How about that? All right. You're a pro at this. You're in the Houston market. You know how to do this thing. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, Mr. Prince. How are you,
sir?
He
calls
Dr. Prince.
He's calling me Mr. and Dr.
Dr. Prince.
Well, I thought it was Drew and Mike.
There you go. We always on a first-name basis.
Yes, sir. Always on a first-name basis. I appreciate you allowing us to camp out and cover this deal. You were being tight-lipped with me, man.
Well, you know, we knew you would still break it, so we didn't. Apparently we weren't tight enough.
Oh man, you were tight, man. I had to do some digging and some sweating, and I had to do some camping out, some the old glass to the wall type deal. But you know, man, we just try to be credible in what we do and do what we do. And this is a power move right now, wouldn't you say so?
Oh, I think it's a great move, and you can tell that Coach McKinney is excited about the job. You can tell the community is going to be very supportive of his efforts here while he's the head coach at Texas Southern. So this is a slam dunk for both parties involved, and we're really excited for Coach and his family to be joining the Tiger Nation family.
Yes, sir. With Coach McKinney, a very emotional, very powerful address to the media and everything, and you were part of that media lure, if you would, to make sure this stuff gets out, man. So you've been busy these last 48 hours.
Been extremely busy, but the best kind of busy that they can be when you have a hire of this magnitude, someone that is without a doubt going to elevate. You can see elevating this football program to the heights and realms that everybody envisions for it. Been talking with Mr. Granger, Director of Athletics here at Texas Southern. He said that this was a move that he wanted to move swiftly on. He didn't want it to play out and drag along, because he knew who he wanted to bring in here. They knew who they wanted, him and Dr. Lane. So this is a great, great, great hire and an exciting day for the Texas Southern Tigers football program.
Absolutely, and if possible, we would like to speak with Coach Granger.
We would definitely.
I call him Coach still, but you know how that goes, man.
Sure.
I don't want to disrespect him. I don't want to get put out before I get my Frenchies.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Frenchies is always king around these parts.
Yes, sir. Now you're the SID. Of course, this is a football day, but you guys are off to a hot blazing start on the hardwood. Talk about that a little bit.
You know, Coach Johnny Jones came in here, and initially from day one, he went out on his first game as a head coach of Texas Southern, and all he did was go beat Baylor, who had a 56-0 record against Southwestern Athletic Conference opponents.
Break the chain,
follow
baby. Break
that
the
up.
chain.
And so we're like, Coach, is that it? And he came back, he said, that's light work, that's nothing. And all he did was go down to Eugene, Oregon.
I'm loving
and
that.
knock off the number 18th ranked Oregon Ducks in Oregon.
Yes, sir.
And
yes, sir.
only the fourth loss for that program since they opened Matt Knight Arena. What a fantastic job Coach Jones is doing, and his staff and his players. And I tell you, when we had the home opener for them here, we had a electrifying atmosphere, an energetic crowd, and without a doubt, I'd expect to see many, 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 many more games like that here in the HP Arena.
Well, it's always a beautiful arena here, and I'm going to get on this right now since they're doing all these home move deals and everybody talking about bring it to Houston. We could play it right here.
I like that idea.
We could play it. We could play it right here.
I like that idea.
It's large enough, and they're going to talk about, the
go.
home court advantage. I don't care about that. But if we got the facility, let y'all make the money too.
There you go.
Okay.
Well, one thing I will say about this conference moving forward, you can tell that there have been efforts to do initiatives that are going to benefit the schools that are in the program. Anytime that you have universities in a conference, there should be some benefit to those institutions that that will help those programs to build and to have some financial gain. So I think moving forward with Dr. Charles McClellan as the commissioner of the Southwestern Athletic Conference, I think there's some great things in store for this conference and for Texas Southern University.
Yes, sir. I know he's just in his 90 days. We had an interview with him on last week. But the next move, he's gotten football, I believe, on the right page. Once he sorts out what he wants to do with basketball, my next move for him is to make sure we get some ownership. We need to own our conference building. Don't rent it. I don't care if it is $1. We need to have some ownership, which increases the overall value of the brand. Because when you have property, we're ready to go. So it looks like we're ready to get Coach in. Okay, thank you.
It's always a pleasure joining you.
All right, thank you. That was Andrew Roberts, the SID for Texas Southern. We're now getting ready to mic up with Coach McKinney as he's coming on in, getting ready to do his thing. Okay. So right now we got Ralph Cooper in here taking care of some business. We're ready now to get mic'd up. All right. You there, Coach?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me, sir?
I got you loud and clear.
All right, you got me loud and clear. We have now the good son coming home. Is it all right if I call you Brother Clarence McKinney?
Just you can call me that. Just don't call me Mr. McKinney. That's my dad.
Okay, Brother Clarence McKinney. As a matter of fact, welcome back home, sir.
Thank you for having me.
A very powerful and emotional press conference, and we want to talk about that. Give us a reflection on where you are right now. What's going on? What's dancing in your head?
Just a tremendous amount of emotions. I want to do something for this university that hadn't been done in a long time, and just bring back the excitement in the football program. The other programs have been really successful, and it's time to get the football program back to the forefront of that success.
Yes, sir. Now, you made a mention, and I'm going to say this. You don't have to say it. I'm going to say it. You have really been the secret agent for Coach Sumlin's success. I said it.
I wouldn't say that.
No, I'm going to say it. You don't have to say it. So your job is to be humble. I speak the truth.
I've been a part of it.
You've been a part of it.
I haven't been.
Here's something. Now, you might know this. And I'm going to get back to you, but I got to get this out here because this is what I'm about. When I ask you who is the most winningest coach in Texas A&M history, you know that answer, right?
Kevin Sumlin.
Kevin Sumlin. There you go.
Yes,
and that's part of history with that. Okay, you just set some records out in Arizona.
Yep.
Okay, some stuff that hadn't been done in 4 and 5 years. You didn't think I knew that, huh?
Yeah,
so you've taken care of business. Now you want to bring that business back home.
No doubt.
You said something in that press conference.
What's that?
You said that the change will come.
That's right.
What do you see that needs changing immediately and then long term?
Well, to be honest with you, I hadn't had a chance to evaluate the team, so I don't know what we need immediately. But we will get that evaluation done, and my goal is to bring in the best players we can bring here. And I know great players make great coaches.
Yes, sir.
And we want to go get the best coaches we can possibly get.
Now,
I'm sorry, the best players and coaches.
Well, that too. You need to build a staff. You can't do it by yourself.
Exactly.
So recruiting has always been your strong point. And a lot of people will say, well, you got a lot of talent in Houston. From realistic points of view, is it easier said than done? Is it hard to sell Houston kids on Houston when they want the adventure of leaving home?
It just depends. You really got to identify the kids that can help build your program. Whether that's in the city of Houston, which I love. We plan on recruiting the city of Dallas. We plan on recruiting East Texas. And if we have to, we want to go over to Louisiana and get some players too. So we feel like with that recruiting base, with that hot bread of recruits, talented kids in those 4 areas, that we can basically build a product that we need to for Texas Southern to become a champion.
We're speaking right now with Coach Clarence McKinney, not Mr. McKinney, but Clarence McKinney, newly hired football coach for the Texas Southern Tigers. What was the closing deal for you, Coach?
Dr. Lane is very convincing.
He made you an offer you couldn't refuse?
He did the Godfather on me. He made me an offer, and he said we actually went to breakfast one morning. He made the offer, and he said, Coach, I'm not getting up from this table until you tell me you're coming to become my coach. I said, well, Dr. Lane, I got some things I need to ask for.
Okay.
And whatever I asked for, he said, Coach, you got it.
Well, that's a good offer.
That's hard.
That's hard to refuse, brother.
That's hard to refuse.
Well, look, man, we do want to welcome you back home. I know people are clamoring at you. I want to give you some closing thoughts and comments. Welcome you to the Mike Prince Show and the Open Mic Broadcast Network. I got a card right here that I want you to hold on to that. Okay, anytime. It'll take 2 of us. All right, that's how happy I am today. So, any closing thoughts and comments for you, sir?
No, I just hope the Texas Southern community can come out and support the team, like they've never supported before. And we're going to put a product on the field that they can be proud of. All
right, Coach Clarence McKinney returning to the scene of the crime. He's not only on the porch listening to the Ocean of Soul. The Ocean of Soul will be leading him out for the 2019 campaign, and we can't help to wait to see that thing going. The first game, Coach, I already know they didn't told you. Y'all don't have to tell you. Is that Labor Day Classic.
Looking forward to it.
You're looking forward to it? We're looking forward to it as well.
Yes,
Coach Clarence McKinney, welcome back home, sir. We are going to take us a quick break, and when we do, we'll come right back with more of this special edition from Texas Southern University with the return of the good son, Clarence McKinney. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Mike Prince, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We want to thank you so much for being a part of today's programming, as we've been providing sports coverage for our local and regional high school and collegiate student athletes. We could not get this done without your continued support. We are asking if you would simply visit our website at obnradio.com, become a listening partner to help us continue providing programming. We ask if you could join forces with us by making a commitment of 17 cents a day. It comes out to $5 a month, $60 a year. We will be able to continually to go out and provide you the up close and personal interviews, game coverage, student athlete highlights, and much, much more. Please visit our website today at obnradio.com. Click on the PayPal button and become a listening partner today.
Reach more potential customers through our sports radio package by dialing 832-213-8824.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have just concluded our interview with Clarence McKinney, the return, an emotional return for Clarence McKinney, and looking forward to some of the results that he'll get from leading this Texas Southern team. It has been a very, very good turnout, a good buzz in the air. Reminding you, today's special show is being presented by attorney Lee Van Richardson at 1047 Austin Street in Hempstead, Texas. Whether it's for divorce, wills, any type of matters that you need done, he is the man to get things done for you. And that number is 979-826-8008. 979-826-8008. Attorney Lee Van Richardson. And we also want to thank JZE Building and Restoration. JZE Building and Restoration. Building the home of your dreams or completing additions that you may need to further enhance your enchantment. You can reach them at 832-319-8477. It has been a lovely, lovely scene here on the campus of Texas Southern. Things are winding down right now. People are out and about taking care of business, as we'll take care of business as well. We're going to take us another quick closing break, and then we'll come back with our conclusion.
This is Al Wash with ALW Entertainment, the promoter of the State Fair Classic, and I want y'all to keep your dial because I listen to the Open Mic Network every day. Keep the dial locked in.
This is Patricia Baer, president of JZE Building and Restoration. We specialize in full roof replacement and roof leaks. We assist homeowners with filing insurance claims and help you with the full process from start to finish. We are a complete remodeling and rehab company for commercial and residential. We do drywall, electrical, plumbing, HVAC, flooring, fencing, paint, framing, and much more. We can handle any job, small or large. Contact information is 832-319-8477, JZE Building and Restoration.
Hello, this is Lonzo Hardy, Vice President of the SWAC Alumni Association. The SWAC Alumni Association is an organization founded in 1999 with the goal of enhancing the great legacy of excellence in the SWAC as well as preserving the athletic heritage of the SWAC. Its membership is open to former athletes as well as current and former coaches, assistant coaches, athletic administrators, referees, employees of conference member institutions, as well as fans of SWAC sports. Individuals interested in gaining membership can contact the organization's president, Roscoe Nance, at 509 Worcester Street in Herndon, Virginia, 20170. Annually, the SWAC Alumni Association holds a Legends Award in which Lifetime Achievement Awards are presented. Occasionally, a legend of the conference is honored in a roast, and annually 1 or 2 former student athletes are presented degree completion scholarship awards. Contact the organization's president, Roscoe Nance, at 509 Worcester Street in Herndon, Virginia, 20170.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we come toward an end here of what has been a very emotional day here on the campus of Texas Southern University. The return of the good son, Mr. Clarence McKinney. He said, don't call him Mr. McKinney, so we'll put Mr. Clarence and then add McKinney to it. But returning home for an opportunity to try and help resurrect this Texas Southern Tiger football program. We're going to get now and hear from the athletic director, or should I say interim. We're going to let him decide that. Okay, well, we're going to make sure we get it on record there when we get it right. Because I heard you. We're going to get you mic'd up here first. All right. Let me know when you're ready there, sir.
Ready, sir.
Okay. Well, first of all, congratulations and welcome to the show. Thank you for making yourself available. And we're going to go straight to it.
Right.
We're not going to say interim because I heard you say, this is my first hire.
Right.
We got to make sure that it's right. I said, man, he's talking like the athletic director.
Well, you always have to talk like that. I mean, this is my school. This is, school I grew up at and school I performed at. So, I'm always thinking until somebody tell me different.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
I am that, the face of, doing what's right for Texas Southern Athletics.
Well, you know what, and I appreciate that you're doing what's right. I'm a PV grad.
Okay.
We're not going to hold that toward each other.
No, we're not.
This is a SWAC moment right now.
Exactly.
And we do this every day, and we are thankful for you all allowing us the opportunity to come here and be a part of this.
I'm glad to.
And I commended you guys that what I liked about it, you moved as a D1 organization.
Right.
You pulled the trigger.
Right.
You had a list, a short list, a one-man list, a two-pony list. It doesn't matter.
Right.
But you executed. It didn't take 30, 60, 90 days. You hurried up. What was the motivation behind that?
Well, we wanted to make sure that we got ahead of everybody else. Meaning, we didn't want the next coach to come in to be behind. This is an important time for recruiting.
Yes.
So we wanted to make sure whoever our head coach was would have that opportunity to go ahead and move forward and compete with everybody else out here that's trying to sign, student athletes.
Yes, sir. Now, you got a number hanging up here in the rafter. We're not going to let you get off the ropes to that.
Right.
What is it like for you to return home, once as a student athlete, now as the top athletic man on campus as far as AD is concerned?
Mm-hmm.
How is this? It was a very powerful and emotional time for Coach McKinney.
Correct.
How has it been for you with all this?
I mean, it's a blessing. I'm going to be honest. It's a blessing. I thank, President Lane for giving me the opportunity. President Lane came in and, when Dr. McClellan left, he said, all right, I got a guy that's already there that I think can, fill the void and lead the program. So I'm so thankful for that. I mean, the passion that you saw from Coach, the emotions that you saw is the same thing I saw when we first got together. I looked in his eyes, and he was able to share things with me, and I was able to share things with him. And one thing about me, I can sniff you out. If you ain't about Texas Southern University, if I don't feel that you truly are going to be beneficiary to Texas Southern University, I can sniff it out real quick. I was not able to do that with Coach, so I knew, he had the passion, had desire, and had the need and the wants to be at Texas Southern University.
All right. Now, Coach, he said that a change is going to come, and this is probably, you've heard this and probably even acknowledged it.
Mm-hmm.
When you think Texas Southern, you think basketball.
Correct. No question.
What do you think with this hire, in addition to this, that you're going to have to do to even out that playing field, you think?
Well, I think as you said, we're a basketball school. You know, that's where we have made our name on, and that's how we have received our glory. I think now we have somebody that can obviously recruit. I think that's the most important part when it comes to building a program. You got to have somebody that can be in the room, you know, with the top players. Not necessarily mean they're going to get every top player, but at least they now can be in the room. They can be at the bargaining table. And I think that's where it starts at. I think you'll see our talent level start to increase. And I think as our talent level start to increase, our performance on the field will start to increase. And I think once that happens, then you'll see our overall success kind of build up.
Yes, sir. Now, how difficult was it for you to pull this trigger for this move to be made?
Very difficult, very difficult. Coach Haywood and I, we hugged as we were actually saying goodbye to each other. We hugged. Coach Haywood and I have always had a tremendous relationship. You know, even when I was assistant athletic director, I was over football.
Okay.
So I traveled on the bus with the football team.
Yes, sir.
For almost every game. So we had a great relationship with each other. So it was difficult. You know, anytime you make change, obviously you're not only changing out the head coach, sometimes a lot of the assistants.
Right,
you know,
right, and that's part of this package.
That's part of it, and that was the tough part for me. I mean, it wasn't easy. And I talked to Coach Haywood, and I said, hey, this is one of the most dreadful days in my personal, you know, career. But at the same time, we agreed that it was a change was needed. We needed a different voice or a new voice, you know, for our student athletes, and that's how we ultimately made the decision.
Now, it's in some cases, especially in our HBCU, John, let's be honest, we don't have the monies of the Power Fives where you can buy a guy. Or do you believe that is sometimes the hesitancy?
That's a lot of times. That's a lot of times the hesitancy. I would be just straight, you know, just straightforward talking. You know, that's a lot of times the hesitancy with HBCUs. No one wants to, you know, to swallow that pill or that burden and things of that nature. So they kind of let it fester and stay around for another year or at least until people contract, you know, expires. But we wanted to make sure we were doing right for our community.
Yes, sir.
Our fan base, our alumni, and the student athletes. We just didn't feel, you know, after evaluating it, Dr. Lang and myself, we just didn't feel that we saw the growth.
Right.
That the progress, that they were getting better. We didn't see that in our student athletes, and so when you faced with those, sometimes you have to make difficult decisions.
You have to swallow that bitter pill and hopefully that it moves forward.
Correct.
Now, with that being said, has it evaluated or changed your way of evaluating when you do sign and hire coaches? This is your first hire.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know? Some think that 4 years is too long. Some think it's just enough. Some think it should be a 3 or 5 year. What's your philosophy behind
that? I think. You know, most coaches, if you're getting a quality coach, they're not going to come to your university for a 3-year deal.
Okay.
They're just not going to do that. I mean, they know it takes about 3 years to really, really build a successful program. Sometimes you can speed up the process and get it done a little early, which we hoping happen with our situation. But I think going into year 3, you ought to see progress. You ought to see steps. You should see changes. Even from the way they carry themselves to the way they perform on the football field, you should start seeing changes. And if you see those changes, you're okay with the progress and where you're at. When you don't see those steps being taken and you don't see that progress being made, then obviously now you're evaluating it different.
We're speaking right now with the athletic director, Mr. Kevin Granger. No interim involved.
Right. Let's not talk about the interim.
Yes, sir, athletic director. Now, I got to ask you this difficult question because there was a slight, I guess, agree to disagree moment.
Right.
And not that it matters, but it does matter. One type questions. Was Brother Haywood resigned or did he be terminated?
Well, it's a catch-22 if you want to say, you know, on that one. We kind of gave, you know, out of respect to Coach Haywood, we gave him an option, you know, on how he wants, you know, it portrayed. And we did that after we agreed upon it with him. We ended up doing exactly what it was his call. So we did it exactly how he wanted it done. And we don't hold no ill will effect. I mean, it's the same results to us. I mean, we obviously had to, you know, move on. And that's just like that's where it's at with us. I mean, however it was spent out or however he wants to spend it now, not a problem. We still love Coach Haywood and wish him and his family nothing but the best.
Well, it's a change of new here at Texas Southern. Johnny Jones, the new coach, taking care of business. He's picked up and had a couple of quality wins already. And I know basketball makes you start itching. Your eligibility is up, Coach.
I don't think so sometimes. When I see him out there, I was able to go to Arizona. President Lane and myself was able to go to the Arizona State game, and we were right there in that game. Our big fella, they had him with three. Yeah, they had him with 3 fouls in the first. 2 fouls in the first 3 minutes.
Now you acting like you're surprised about that.
I wasn't surprised at all, but it was just, and then I was surprised. I was like,
home cooking.
At least let us keep him a little while out there and let's see what happens. So, but our basketball team has been playing phenomenal basketball. I'll be honest.
Yes, sir. Well, it's been some success from the baseball diamond, the softball diamond. A lot of people are unaware you've won 9 consecutive Western divisions in softball.
Correct.
You've been doing. I do my homework.
Coach. I see.
You've had strong baseball success. Track and field has done good. You've been competitive in bowling.
Right.
And if you allow me to say, football has been that Achilles heel.
Right. It's no question. I mean, it's well documented. Our bowling team won the championship last year.
Yeah, I know. It's beat my Panthers.
I know. Yeah, we had to. I'm sorry. But it's well documented that, all of our programs, all of our sports other than football, has at least been competitive. You might not win the championship, every single year, but they're at least in the running for it. And so we wanted to make sure we address football, because football is big here in the state of Texas.
Yes, sir.
So, when you're winning in football, it tends to kind of make it, make your university go a little better. So we wanted to at least address it and get a person in who we felt, could move the program forward.
We're speaking with Coach Kevin Granger on the campus of Texas Southern University. Coach, I am truly thankful for you coming and make some time out for a little old guy like me. Want to make sure that we do not be strangers in the very near future. As a custom, we give our guests an opportunity to have some final thoughts and comments, and the floor is now yours, sir.
All right. Thank you for having me on. That's first of all. Anytime we can get any news out, that positive news out
yes, sir.
About Texas Southern University is
yes,
always
sir.
a blessing for us. I would just like to everyone that's listening, hopefully that you can come out. Not hopefully, we need you to come out and support this football team now. Get out there and let's get this season ticket drive. Let's get it going and let's get you all out, coming out to the game and let's support the new Tigers.
Yes, sir. Is there a phone number that they can call in for season tickets?
713-313-4355. That number again is 713-313-4355.
Well, look, I got one more thing I need to ask you. Please, you all do not mess with this Labor Day Classic ever again.
We're not. I think we had some unique situations that happened in where it's messing. End up throwing it off. But A.D. Fred and myself has already been talking, and we actually been planning.
Okay,
we're supposed to have a meeting together here this week or next week to start coming up with strategies and bouncing ideas off each other. It'll definitely be Labor Day Classic. And we're looking to build it. We're looking to get it back to how it used to be, where both schools come together and just have a great event.
Yes, sir. Well, you be sure you see Brother Fred. Tell him that Mike Prince said hello.
I definitely will.
Thank you so much, sir, for being a part of it. And I'll only root against you once a year.
That's perfect for me.
Okay, and that's the Labor Day Classic.
Okay.
Okay, and no, nothing personal.
No, not personal at all. Not personal at all. We definitely understand.
Yes, sir. Coach Kevin, Athletic Director Kevin Granger, special guest here on the Mike Prince Show, on location here from the campus of Texas Southern University. We are going to take a pause. We'll come back with some closing thoughts and comments. We're having a lot of fun right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Keep it where you got it. I promise we'll be right back.
Hello, this is Lonzo Hardy, Vice President of the SWAC Alumni Association. The SWAC Alumni Association is an organization founded in 1999 with the goal of enhancing the great legacy of excellence in the SWAC as well as preserving the athletic heritage of the SWAC. Its membership is open to former athletes as well as current and former coaches, assistant coaches, athletic administrators, referees, employees of conference member institutions, as well as fans of SWAC sports. Individuals interested in gaining membership can contact the organization's president, Roscoe Nance, at 509 Worcester Street in Herndon, Virginia, 20170. Annually, the SWAC Alumni Association holds a Legends Award in which Lifetime Achievement Awards are presented. Occasionally, a legend of the conference is honored in a roast, and annually 1 or 2 former student athletes are presented degree completion scholarship awards. Contact the organization's president, Roscoe Nance, at 509 Worcester Street in Herndon, Virginia, 20170.
Reach more potential customers through our sports radio package by dialing 832-213-8824.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to come to an end of what has been a phenomenal day here on Texas Southern University campus. Clarence McKinney, officially named as the head football coach. We want to thank our guest that was on, Larry the Chatterbox Hale. We want to thank Andrew Roberts, SID. We want to thank Clarence McKinney, the football coach. And we also want to thank Athletic Director, Mr. Kevin Granger. I am the radio guy, the Dr. Mike Prince. Remember, we come to you daily on the Open Mic Broadcast Network, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. You can follow us on our social media handles for Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at The Mike Prince Show. The YouTube channel is Open Mic Broadcast Network. The website is obnradio.com. And, of course, you can always call in on our 24-hour message line at 713-570-6736. I have run out of time, and I must exit stage left. But until the next time, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.